Good morning students. Hope you are all fine at home. So in today's class we are going to continue the topic where the earth should. Okay, what is the topic? Where the earth should. So I have already told you the meaning of should. And what is should? Yes, it is the past tense of shake. Okay, so first we are going to recall what we have seen in the previous class. Okay, are you ready students? Yes, we have started with the topic a bad dream. Okay, a bad dream. And who will get the bad dream? What is the name of the person? Do you remember? Yes, the name of the person is Jasma. Okay, the name of the person is Jasma. I'm Jasma. I live in the Kutch area of Gujarat. I was 11 years old when there was an earthquake. It was Jan 26, 2001. Everyone from the village, children and the old people had gathered in the grounds of the school to watch the parade on TV. Suddenly, the ground was shaking. People were scared and started running here and there. Okay, so how the lesson starts, children? Yes, it starts with a huge screaming. Okay, so the meaning of screaming is crying. Okay, I have told you the meaning of screaming is crying. So the people are shouting for help. Okay, so they are shouting for help to save their life. Because what disaster they have faced? Yes, they have faced the disaster earthquake. Okay, they have faced the disaster named earthquake. So person is like, okay, so I have told you the name of the person is Jasma. Okay, she was sleeping and at her dream what happened? She was dreamt of the earthquake. So after waking up she started to cry. Okay, so at once she cried, her mother came and she consoled her. The same dream which happened before. Okay, so this dream has been happened before. So those people have faced the disaster earthquake. Okay, so she says that I'm Jasma. Okay, my name is Jasma. And where does she live? I live in the Kutch area of Gujarat. So she lives in the Gujarat. Okay, it's Kutch area of Gujarat. I was 11 years old. So how old she was? Yes, she was 11 years old. She is saying that when I was 11 years old, there was an earthquake. She's saying that I have faced the disaster earthquake when I was 11 years old. So when does the earthquake came? It was Jan 26, 2001. So the earthquake came to Gujarat in the year 2001. Okay, in the year 2001 on the day 26 Jan. Okay, so the month of January 26, the disaster came. So what is the day of Jan 26? The Republic Day. Okay, on that Republic Day, those people faced the disaster earthquake. Everyone from the village, children and the old people had gathered in the ground for the school to watch the parade. So on the Republic Day, what will happen on the ground? Yes, there will be a parade. Okay, so a lot of people will go for a parade on the Republic Day. So to watch that parade, who had gathered? The children, the old people. Okay, everyone in the village came to the school ground to watch the parade. At the time, what happened? Suddenly, the ground was shaking. So at the time, what happened, children? The ground starts to shake. So when the ground shakes, what we will do? Will we stand at the same place? No, we won't stand. Okay, we will run away from that place. We will be very scared of that. So people were scared and started running here and there. So the people who were gathered in the school ground, what they did? They were running out of the ground. Okay, so they were very much afraid and they didn't stand on that place. Okay, they were running here and there. So next, what happened? Help arrived. Okay, so lot of people got injured. Okay, got injured on the earthquake. Their houses, their clothes, their belongings, everything they had lost on the earthquake. And more than 6 people were dead. And even grandfather of Jasma was also dead. Help arrives. For some days after that, people from the cities kept coming to see what had happened. They come with food, medicines and clothes. Okay, a person in the village helped those people. And what is the name of the person? Do you remember? Yes, Vattababu. Okay, so a person named Vattababu, he is the serpent of the village, I have told you. And what is the meaning of serpent? Yes, the head of the village. Okay, so he is the head of the village and only his house doesn't get damaged. Okay, so he is the person who helped the villagers. In this house, the village women gather and they prepare food for the others. So the person, Vattababu, okay, he is the only one person whose house doesn't get damaged and he helps others. And who is the other one helps? For some days, after the people from the cities, okay, the city people came to this village to see what had happened and how the people are. Okay, so they offered help. Okay, they offered many things to the villagers. And what are those things they have offered? They come with food, medicines, and clothes. Okay, so they helped with food, medicines, and clothes to the people who have suffered from the earthquake. So up to this, we have seen the previous class. Now, let us move on to the next topic. What will you do? Okay, what will you do? So, if the earthquake comes, what we have to do? People from the group also made children in Jasma's school practice what they should do in case there is an earthquake. This is what they say. Okay, so they have given the practice to the students of the villages. Okay, so not only the students but also to the people. So they have gathered at the school to give them practice. So if in case the earthquake comes, what are all the measures we have to do? Okay, people from the group also made children in Jasma's school. The people have gathered in the Jasma school one day, okay, and practice what they should do in case of there is an earthquake. This is what they said. So what we have to do if the earthquake comes? If possible, leave the house and go to an open ground. If you cannot go out of the house, lie down under a strong thing like a table and hold on tightly so that it does not slip away until the shaking stops. Okay, so that it does not slip away. Wait until the shaking stops. So what suggestion they are giving? If possible, leave the house and go to an open ground. So they are asking to leave the house. Okay, so the earthquake comes, what we have to do? We have to go away from the house. We should not be in the house itself. We have to go away from the house to the open ground. If you cannot go out of the house, lie down under a strong thing. So if you can't be able to go out, what we have to do? We have to lie under the strong thing. Strong thing means like a furniture like that. Okay, so what we have to do? We have to lie down under a strong thing like a table and hold on tightly. So if you are lying under the table, what we have to do? We have to hold on the strong thing. Okay, we have to hold on the strong thing so that it does not slip away. Wait until the shaking stops. So if we lie under the strong thing, we won't get injured a lot. Okay, while comparing if we are out. So we have to hold until the shaking stops, until the earthquake stops. Okay, so this is what the suggestion they are giving to the people of the villages if the earthquake comes. Okay, so I read it once again. What will you do? People from the group also made children in Jasma's school practice what they should do in case there is an earthquake. This is what they said. If possible, leave the house and go to an open ground. If you cannot go out of the house, lie down under a strong thing like a table and hold on tightly so that it does not slip away. Wait until the shaking stops. The next topic, read this TV report on Butt's earthquake. Okay, so we are going to read a report about the earthquake which happened in the place Butt. Okay, Butt earthquake. Ahmedabad, Jan 26, 2001. So it also happened in the year 2001 on January 26 in the place of Ahmedabad. Okay, so Ahmedabad has also been affected by the earthquake on January 26, 2001. So we are going to read about the report. At least 1,000 people are feared dead in the earthquake that struck Gujarat this morning. Many thousands have been injured. Army jawans have been called into help. At least 150 buildings have fallen in the city of Ahmedabad. In these, there are a dozen multi-story buildings. Okay, so multi-story building means it's a huge building which has more number of floors. Okay, so by this evening, around 250 bodies have been removed from these buildings. So how many bodies has been removed? 250. Okay, around 250 bodies has been removed from these buildings. That means 250 people has got dead in these buildings. That means the multi-story buildings. It is feared that several thousand people may still be trapped. Okay, so it is believed that several thousand people may be caught in these buildings without getting saved. Okay, so they got trapped in the buildings. There is perhaps no building in the city which has not developed cracks. Okay, so all the buildings in the city got cracks. So not even a single building is proper. So I'll read this once again. In these there are a dozen multi-story buildings. By this evening, around 250 bodies have been removed from these buildings. It is feared that several thousand people will still be trapped. There is perhaps no building in the city which has not developed cracks. The situation in Bucks is even worse. People are running in shock and panic. So how does the people in Ahmedabad are? Yes, they are in shock and panic. So panic means fear, okay, because they have faced the earthquake. So they are in much panic. So this situation in Bucks is even worse. People are running around in shock and panic. With an hour of earthquake, the fire engines had reached and started work along with the local people. So who came at the time? Yes, the fire engine. Okay, so the fire engine came within an hour. Okay, so within an hour, the fire engine came to that place and they begin their work. Okay, they begin their work and they started to help the people who have got struck in the buildings. Offers to help are coming from all comers of the country and the abroad. Okay, so many people from different countries and from abroad. What did they do? They offered help to the people who faced the earthquake. Okay, so the situation in Bucks is even worse. People are running around in shock and panic. Within an hour of the earthquake, the fire engines had reached and started work along with the local people. Offers to help are coming from all comers of the country and abroad. So let me say this once again. Okay, so we have read the report. We have read the report about the Bucks earthquake. Okay, so it happened in Ahmedabad. So where does it happen? It happened in Ahmedabad on Jan 26, 2001. So at least 1,000 people are here dead in the earthquake that struck Gujarat this morning. So how many people were dead? Yes, 1,000 people. Okay, so they got dead in the earthquake that struck Gujarat this morning. So the earthquake has come in the morning time. So many thousands have been injured. Army jawans have been called into help. So 1,000 people have got injured in the earthquake. And who came to help those people? Yes, the army jawans. That means the army soldiers. At least 150 buildings have fallen in the city of Ahmedabad. So, in the city of Ahmedabad, how many buildings has fallen? Yes, 150 buildings have fallen. These there are a dozen multi-story buildings. Okay, so multi-story building means it's a huge building with more number of floors. Okay, by this evening, around 250 bodies have been removed from these buildings. So how many people were there? 250 people. Okay, so those bodies were removed away from the building. It is feared that several thousand people may be trapped. Okay, so 1,000 people have been caught in the building. There is perhaps no building in the city which has not developed cracks. So all the buildings in Ahmedabad got damaged. Okay, the situation in Buds is even worse. People are running around in shock and panic. So the people were in shock and fear of the earthquake. Within an hour of the earthquake, the fire engines had reached and started work along with the local people. So who came to help? Yes, the fire engine. Okay, the fire engine came within an hour of the earthquake and they offered help to the people. Offers to help are coming from all the comers of country and abroad. So many people from different countries and abroad came to Ahmedabad to help the people. So up to this, your lesson is over. Okay, and this for your home assignment. Write the question answer in your classwork note. Write the question answer in your classwork note. So you have already written, fill in the blanks, true or false, and two question answers. So you have to continue the remaining question and answer and the answer in detail. Okay, so you have to write your classwork neatly. Hope you all understood this class. See you in the next class. Thank you all.